FlowCode Lesson number 31, Cognitive Flow Alignment Overview. Hi, this is Max Flow. Let's further explore the options of using arguably the most important flow alignment to induce flow, the cognitive flow alignment. The ability to recall images and impressions and be able to modify them to experience a more flow-prone mindset through internal cognitive activity is an excellent source for flow experience. It is essential in terms of creating and maintaining a basic focus to seek out and experience the state of flow. Different meditation interventions contribute to internal conditions that enable flow through sets of mental imagery. Intention alignment. An intention to the flow is a clear and positive statement of an outcome we want to experience. It is a goal or vision that guides our activities, thoughts, attitudes, choices, and effectively drives our attention and focuses our energy in the direction of the flow. It programs our subconscious to seek and experience flow, where our intention to the flow already influences our actual experience of flow. The importance of actively seeking out the flow state cannot be overstated. Research shows that people who have experienced this state of mind report higher levels of productivity, creativity, and happiness for up to 3 days after experiencing the flow. Pushing ourselves just outside our comfort zone, stretching to accomplish a set goal, and working toward that goal with focus and determination expands our minds and teaches us to be creative and innovative. These skills increase the quality of both the work we do and the life we live. Ritual flow alignment. Rituals can help a bond to the flow through activities, ensuring sufficient discipline and continuity. Rituals are a feature of all known human societies. A ritual is a sequence of activities involving gestures, words, and objects performed according to a set sequence. Rituals appear to benefit even people who claim not to believe rituals work. A series of investigations by psychologists have revealed intriguing new results, demonstrating that rituals have an impact on people's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. The performance of flow rituals creates a bond to the flow through the activities, symbols, and events that shape experience and cognitive ordering of the world, simplifying the chaos of life and imposing a more or less coherent system of categories of meaning onto it. Rituals transform the mundane into sacred, make us feel safe and balanced by being confronted by repeating familiar activity, foster great connection with ourselves and others, help encourage positive habits, and most importantly, they bypass potential momentary laziness, lack of energy, and disinterest. Flow recall alignment, creation of flow recall trigger. All the triggers used in flow are coupled with progressive creation of an overall conditioned flow recall trigger. As this trigger is coupled with all other flow triggers, it serves as a quick recall of the flow feeling, a quick and immediate entrance into the flow, a flow on demand. The following metaphor is the best description of the role of the bonding of the flow feeling. The anchor of a ship or boat is attached by members of the ship's crew to some stable point in order to hold the ship in a certain area and keep it from floating away. A ship could be considered the focus of our consciousness on the ocean of experience, while anchors serve as reference points, which help us to find a particular location on this experiential sea and to hold our attention there and keep it from drifting. Imagine what it would be like if we could, in a moment, go from feeling anxious to feeling decisive and capable right in the middle of a stressful situation when all eyes are on us, or dealing with an individual that we struggle to communicate with. While we gradually become familiar with the state of flow and how it feels, we're able to recall it faster and in greater details each time around. The great sensation of warm, trusting light felt within your chest or similar descriptions are most commonly reported as a generalized feeling of flow, while we take into account that everyone experiences it in a different way. It serves as our immediate recall of the state. As this feeling is internalized, it gradually grows and adds to the intensity or the level of the flow. It is, in its essence, a trained, conditioned response. The flow recall trigger becomes a tool for self-empowerment and one of the fundamental tools of flow. Once we are able to create a strong flow recall trigger, we are able to recall the flow when we want to and when we need to. Flow personality alignment. Creation of optimal cognitive perception framework with mindset alignments. The flow experience, like everything else, is not good in an absolute sense. It is good only in that it has the potential to make life more rich, intense, and meaningful. It is good because it increases the strength and complexity of the self. But whether the consequences of any particular instance of flow is good in a larger sense needs to be discussed and evaluated in terms of more inclusive social criteria. The same is true, however, of all human activities, whether science, religion, or politics. A particular activity or belief may benefit a person or a group, but repress many others. Flow personality triggers are used to further boost flow personality growth in order to create an optimal cognitive perception framework in which flow experience can flourish. We are now experiencing a changed paradigm, a paradigm that has a direct vector pointing to the universal values and unity of oneself with everything. Its purpose is to establish a platform, to induce a general overarching worldview paradigm, a perception filter creating a reference frame in which flow manifests itself in all of its potential. It is of importance to realize that flow must be experienced within an internalized flow personality if it wants to be applied to individual and society in a most constructive and cooperative way. In this way, we can understand the experience of flow in an expanded framework of social responsibility. This is why we see both the concept of flow and flow personality as inseparable.